This video is already 17 minutes. Oh, here we go. I feel so springy right now. Hello llamas and welcome back to my channel. I missed you guys. I feel like it's been a while since I've done just a chill chat video. I took a 2-week break from YouTube and from other social media content. I needed a little break. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do whatever, just kind of do a little bit of nothing and just kind of do a little bit of pure joy things. So today's video is going to be focused on things that I've been liking, and hopefully something here sparks interest for you. Just media content that I've been enjoying. Sharing is caring, guys. So let's get this video started before things become way too long. So these two films are by Hayao Miyazaki, and I absolutely love Hayao Miyazaki. If you've watched movies like My Neighborhood Totoro or Howl's Moving Castle, then you know he is brilliant, he is otherworldly, and he just has those chill, good vibes that tune with your emotions and make you want to be still and just, you know, see the world from a more slower point of view. The two films that I watched are The Secret World of Arietty and Whisper of the Heart. The Secret World of Arietty is about small people, little humans, which kind of remind me of fairies, but he just made them small humans. They kind of have to survive in the world of us, bigger people, by like taking things that they need, and you know, they call it borrowers. They borrow like little things like sugar cubes and stuff to like make tea because they live in like these tiny little homes. It's just a really cool, chill adventure film. Really, truly enjoyed it, and I totally recommend it if you're a Miyazaki fan. Because I love astrology, Miyazaki is actually a Capricorn, and yes, I have to research what people I like signs are, and we must have that cosmic connection. The second movie I really enjoyed watching was Whisper of the Heart. That movie was amazing. Hold on, I'm gonna eat a grape. So The Whisper of the Heart, I feel like is such a relatable film. First of all, the film is about, I had to write down the main characters' names because I forget little things like this. A girl named Shizuku who lives in Japan, and she is a lover of reading books and a writer. So she goes to the library and she kind of rents these books, and she notices that all the books that she rents are also rented by someone before her named Seiji, and she kind of like goes on like this little adventure of finding out who this person is, and she finds that he goes to her school and he actually aspires to be a violin player. She wants to be a writer of stories. Both of them kind of like have that artistic, creative personality, while everybody else is so focused on just like tests and school and, you know, the practical things. They both actually distant themselves for a while. He goes and practices music in Italy, and she goes and she does a whole story while he's away. She works on herself, he works on himself, and I find that very inspiring because I'm like, I feel like that's my love life right now. So very good movie, and I feel like it's relatable because we all have dreams that we want to follow, but sometimes that can be a little hard to do, especially when we constantly hear the voices of other people telling us, oh no, you should be doing this because this provides security and this and the third. But I feel like that's all seen from a side of fear because people don't normally take the harder path or the harder route. But yeah, totally relatable film. Recently, I've discovered a few YouTubers, and actually 2 of these YouTubers are social media friends that I talk to, you know, on occasion. I feel like I'm finally making friends on social media, which is nice because we all have like similarities, you know, and struggles. The first YouTuber I want to talk about, if you're into like astrology and tarot cards, I'm sure you might have heard of her already. Her name is Vanessa Samoima, and this girl is the ish. First of all, she's got the prettiest hair ever. I love her hair. She's gorgeous. She's a Cancer, and she's really good at astrology, talking about like angel numbers and tarot card. She is really gifted in that. I feel like anytime I watch any of her videos, I'm like, yes, I feel like you're talking about my life. I'm like, you're looking at me through the window, girl. I actually have an interest in tarot reading and astrology, you know, and I practice it a little bit on the side sometimes. If you ever wanted to like like look at your life from a more spiritual side or a spiritual perspective, definitely, you know, try to learn a little bit about tarot cards. I actually made a 101 about tarot cards and how to read them and what they're for and how they're used. So that link will be up here. Definitely check out Vanessa Samoima because she is really, really good. The next YouTuber I want to talk about is Heinz. And I just love his like really low, chill, bamboo self, tea, ASMR vibe. And I like him because he really doesn't care about what people think. He's really good with self-care and advice and such. So if you're into that, definitely check Heinz out. And I feel like he's very relatable. I definitely feel him on the screen. He talks about how we should be felt but not seen. I was like, I feel you, guy, I feel you. He talks about like how we're like trees, or how a tree is really tall. Well, we don't really ever see a tree get really tall, you know, it kind of just happens on its own through like nurture and growth. So he talks about like our growth as the trees, you know, we don't really see what's happening in the cosmos. We kind of just have to keep nurturing with our path, and that even though it's slow growth, you know, growth is growth. I just really like his chill vibe. So definitely check out Heinz. I'll definitely put everything in the description box. I actually don't know what Heinz's sign is, but I would like to know. The next YouTuber is actually a social media friend of mine, and you guys might have heard of her on TikTok. She is like killing it, this queen, and her name is Gemini. If you love like 80s renditions to songs, my friend Gemini, she produces all of her own music. She does all of her own music videos. She is really, really cool, guys. My girl kills it. I've actually used a few of her songs on my YouTube channel for some of my lookbooks. But yeah, definitely check her out. I will post all of her socials down below. So if you're into music and like 80s stuff, check out Gemini. She cool. She's cool peeps. Obviously, she's a Gemini with Leo rising and Leo moon. So she's definitely got like all that musical hidden talent. Next. So this girlie is really cool. I love her fashion style. And if you're a lover of fashion, check out Nicolette. She's a really cute fashion YouTuber. She teaches you like how to wear certain clothing and how to like put your outfits together, like what's on trend and such. Also respect her so much. I watched your video on how you did your vlog on your productive day, and girl, I relate, I respect. She's a Taurus, so I was like, I knew she was a Taurus. And then we talked about birth charts and stuff, and I'm like, see, now we cosmic friends. I told you, when you meet me, you will be a cosmic friend. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of this TV show already, but just in case you didn't, is Bridgerton. That show was so good. It was nothing about what I was expecting, but it's like a blend of modern Gossip Girl with like Pride and Prejudice mixed together. And for those of you that I don't know, there's pretty much this gossip columnist named Lady Whistledown, and she hears everything that's going on in the town. It's just like a whole whirlwind of an adventure, love, romance. Duke of Hastings is the ish. Love him. I'm sad that he's not coming back for the future seasons, but I totally understand that they had to focus on every character just like they do in the books. So I love Regé Jean. I'm pretty sure I'm saying his name wrong, but love him. The next show I want to talk about is Ginny and Georgia. Okay, this show took me by surprise because I thought it was going to be something like Gilmore Girls, but not. It's just one of those shows that catches you kind of off guard. It's just about a mom and a daughter that they move from state to state, and then the mom names her kids after, you know, the states that they're born in. It's just like a lot of things going on with the mom from her past that kind of reflect onto the future. Ginny is in a new state because they decided to move because of something that had happened in Georgia's past, the mom's past. So it's not what you expect. The other two shows I want to just quickly talk about are Disney Plus shows. Wandavision, that show was so cute. All you need to do is just watch, I think the Avenger films, really, for you to catch up on like kind of their love story situation. Cute show. Definitely give it a watch if you like Marvel movies. Was that all for TV shows? I think that was all. The first video game I want to talk about is, yes, I finally have a PlayStation 5. Thank you, boyfriend, for waiting patiently to get me this PlayStation 5. You're the one, Juan. So the first video game I want to talk about is obviously Spider-Man, the Miles Morales video game. For those of you that have played the first Spider-Man, you guys know how the ish is. Okay, first of all, it makes you want to be Spider-Man and you want to kind of like fly all over New York City and like do all those cool tricks in the air. Like I would totally. Great video game so far. I haven't finished playing it, but definitely like the fact that they kept the game very consistent like they did in the original Spider-Man game for the PlayStation 4. My PlayStation 4. RIP, RIP. The game's really good. I feel like they kept the controls for the most part pretty much the same as they did in the first Spider-Man game, and they just transferred it over to Miles Morales. Obviously Miles has his own power where he has like an electricity punch, but it's really cool. I love the game, love the representation. Really good game. I don't know what else to say. The next game I'm gonna talk about is, I have been a die-hard fan of Lara Croft Tomb Raider since the 90s. Love that game so much. I like it because it's adventurous and it goes so well with like my life path number. Like my life path number is a 5. That's the adventure. I just love adventure video games, and I love Lara Croft because she like discovers things and she learns how to adapt. She has like this kick-ass personality, but of course this is like all her kind of like origin story of how she became that persona of like a really tough raider who discovers things for the world. It's a really cool adventure game. I just feel bad about how many times she gets hurt throughout the game, because it just like she gets attacked by like wolves and like bears and such. The game that I'm playing right now is actually Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is the second game. I guess I can talk about a game that I'm excited for it to come out for the PlayStation, which is Life is Strange third installment, True Colors. It's pretty much a option-based game, like where you get to pick several options and you get different endings. The new game that's coming out, it looks really fun, it looks really cool, and the main character, I forgot the girl's name, she has powers of empathy, which I think are cool, because in the first game, Max had the power of time traveling abilities where she can go back to a certain portion in time, and then in the second game the little brother had the power to levitate things. It's really cool that in the third game it's about empathy. So yeah, that is a list of my favorites. Hopefully something here kind of like sparked interest in any of those categories. All right, llamas, I will see you on the next video. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.